Yo, how you doing? Doing more 14 stuff. And yeah, let's get to it. I never finished this. You can finish it with tombstones for buying the rocks now, so I'm slowly getting through this. Ah, the heat of the furnace has me all sobered up. Let's have them special rocks done. I reckon that's enough. But there's one other thing that's been bothering me. Was Renoa there at the Mayhain? I don't rightly remember. Ah, forget it. Let's get his lordship over here before I lose my will to forge. Now for the finishing touch, the Maximum Devel Maximilian Devel oil. Before we can finalize the mixture, however, you must tell us how you wish your weaponry to serve you in battle. The ratio of coating ingredients will greatly influence the armament's various qualities, so think carefully ere give your answer. Understood. Your wish is our command. Might have screwed that up, but who cares? It's a relic weapon from last expansion. It's not gonna help me now. Hey, cat. Ooh, that looks cool as shit, though. And it's done. 'Tis done. You're holding the result of undying devotion to crafting excellence. A majestic Mandeville spear. Had you not so bravely confessed your grievances that evening, I dare say this degree of collaborative work would have remained unattainable. Aye, well, the memories of my might fuzzy on that score, but I'll take me victories where I can get 'em. As always, yo, should you wish to enhance other Mandeville weapons in your possession, you need only say the word. My diligent retainer is at your service. Lord Godbert, though it shames me to admit, the expertise necessary to manufacture the Maximilian oil is beyond my limited alchemical knowledge. Don't look at me. If I could mix magic potions, I'd have grown the hair back long ago. Oh, I am aware it would prove an insurmountable feat for you as well, which is why I have employed a master alchemist. Huh, bloody old tasting clothes. Odd tasting clothes, but at least he's wearing some. Our newest addition to the House Mandeville retinue will assist with further augmentations and oversee the preparations for the oil. He will also be available to readjust your weapon's properties should you but bring him the required quantity of ochondrite. This has been a monumental step forward, my friends, yet one stage remains ere the Mandeville weaponry's evolution can be considered complete. I knew you was leading up to that. Let me guess. We're to sit here and breathe less bleeding anticipation while you sort out what comes next. Precisely. Preparing the process is like to be a lengthy endeavor, so I do suggest you continue breathing. The final step is upon us, yo. Pray indulge this ambition of mine one last time. Nice. Still -9. I hear Godbert's finally figured out how to perfect his alien weaponry. What about bleeding time, eh? We shall inform his lordship that you are eager to begin. At long last, yo, the end to our arduous yet most rewarding weapons swordsing journey is finally in sight. And a bloody expensive journey it's been. That's why I'm here, not as a dutiful wife or a doting mother, but as a concerned senior partner of Vanderbilt and Vanderbilt. Our companies footed the bill for all sorts of extravagant materials and expert assistance, not to mention the rent we're paying for these high-crucible facilities. Even if this is the final stage of the process, that's only one Vanderbilt weapon out of how sodding many. Our side business in replica weapons ain't exactly booming neither, so I reckon I needed to come and gauge the value of continuing this venture with me to own two eyes. So let us offer our full cooperation to my wife, a business partner, as she oversees proceedings. Ah, now there's a sight. Seems his lordship's lost his cocksure composure. What happened, Galbert? Weren't you just telling me how your ridiculous wealth made you free to craft whatever you please? I'd be on my best behavior if I were you, Master Gerald. After all, your considerable remuneration is one of the main expenditures Lady Lillian will be scrutinizing. Let us move on to the topic of augmentation, shall we? Ah, unsurprisingly, the key to perfected weaponry lies in the application of the perfect oil, a substance known as ultramanderville. This superlative lubricant will serve to maximize ethereal conductivity. Again with the creepy oils. And as one might have predicted, the ultramanderville's main ingredient is derived from yet another incredibly rare meteoritic material. Cosmic crystallite is called. When it came to the method for extracting said ingredients from the meteorite, however, my ancestor's relic was conspicuously devoid of instruction. Thus did I consult with Master Poo-Poo. Thanks to his encyclopedic knowledge of alien civilizations, he was able to furnish me with the requisite technique. I must say, 'tis a rather unorthodox process, and one I cannot complete alone. I shall necessitate the involvement of everyone present. I don't like the sound of that. What foppish nonsense are you meaning to foist upon us this time? Oh, nothing terribly taxing, I assure you. All shall be explained in due course. Ere we can begin, we must tend to the tedious chore of procuring crafting materials. Yo, if you would, pray acquire the crystalline through our usual tombstone hungry vendor. We shall require 3 goodly chunks, one for the oil's main ingredient, and the others to reshape the weaponry itself. Yes, I should warn you that these advanced Vanderbilt techniques will not only enhance your armament's properties, but also greatly alter its appearance. In anticipation of such wondrous transformation, let us hurry to our tasks. I don't like the sound of this, not one sodding bit. Ah, okay. Enough Beast Truck quests after a while, and I'll have enough for that. We'll continue that. Well, you weren't here before. Hail, adventurer. I sincerely hoped you might return to this fair city of ours someday. After all, it is thanks to you and the science that I am standing before you now. And as a token of my gratitude, I wish to share something useful with you. Although I shan't be the one doing the sharing, seek out my sharp-eyed comrade at Palco Plus stand for further details, adventurer. Godspeed. I shan't spoil the surprise, but I promise it'll be worth your while. Is it training grounds? Cool design. Aha, you must be the adventurer I've heard so much about. Yes, that gleam in your eyes suggests you might be worthy of the burning field after all. Ah, forgive me. I suppose I ought to show you more respect to the hero of Ratat-san. You're doubtless quite busy, so I won't waste your time. Permit me to introduce you to the Burning Field, a steam training area where the Radiant hone our skills in preparation for felling our enemies in combat. You'll find no distraction there, just you and a wooden dummy. Imagine that a fearsome foe stands before you and strike it with all your might. The design of the dummy itself originates from the Far East, as does the practice of bashing it repeatedly to attain martial mastery. It is said that she who fights with strength of stone unyielding breathes deep of boundless sky and embraces serenity of rolling sea. Against her none can stand. Huh. I can tell you're eager to start training right away. Yes, I have no doubts you're worthy of such praise. A place. In that case, feel free to practice there as you see fit. Simply speak with me when you wish to begin, and I shall be your guide. I believe I speak on behalf of the Radiant Host when I say it is an honor to provide assistance to an adventurer such as yourself. And with that, let the striking commence. Okay. Out of curiosity, already got the one at solution 9. I think I got the one that, yeah, so. Alright. Got a phone call. Hey. Do. Secret dragoon quest. Yo, it has been too long since we last spoke. Your visits are far more frequent than those of another former student of mine. However, it would seem he still prefers to keep his own company. The same could be said of Hustine, who has made quite the name for herself as a hunter in Dravania, according to Oren Kai. Oh, cool. Get to learn more about her. What fortunate timing. Speak of the dragon and he shall appear. Greetings. Would I be correct in guessing you have returned fresh from one of your adventures? To think that such a place could truly exist, and that you have fought such terrifying foes, to fall so far from grace, 'tis a tragic tale if ever I heard one. One similar to that of Nidhogg. Aye, though nothing will ever compare to his malice, even death could not quell his thirst for vengeance. At least, Andrea was not nearly so consumed by hate. I doubt not that Rendea's soul is at peace. Peace. I wonder if Nidhogg ever found it. I fear his soul yet lingers, doomed to wander endlessly. That is too cruel a fate, even for him. I share your sentiments, for as the azure dragoon, I once gazed into his heart, as he gazed into mine, such rage, such sorrow. I will not accept this, that none should mark his passing is more than I can bear. What say you, yo? Perhaps figured honor who he was and not what he became. Then we are in agreement. Though I must admit that as part of Headspringer's brood, I have little knowledge of Nidhogg. A deeper insight is needed if I am to properly pay my respects. Hunheim is of his brood. If anyone would know, it is her. Let us make haste for Zenith. For better or worse, I am who I am because of Nidhogg. While others rejoice at his death, I cannot deny that a part of myself died that day. Fume is come. Welcome, noble dragoon. Ornkai has explained all. Pray tell, what was Nidhogg to you? The wellspring of my strength. And yet you were enemies, each sworn to slay each other. Two souls entwined by fate. Though you have faced Nidhogg's wrath and sensed his pain, you cannot know him as we dragons once did. We would fain hear his tale. Excuse me. Nidhogg was without equal, even among our kind. Destined was he to guard this world from the catastrophe that befell the Dragon Star in place of his sire. He valued strength above all else and considered the affairs of mortals beneath his notice. Only the 7 great worms were worthy of his attention, and among them none but Rattosk truly understood him. Her song was beautiful indeed, and she graced both dragon and man with her wisdom. She was invited by Thordan, king of men, to speak on our behalf. Rattosk expressed our desire to live in harmony. However, it was known that Nidhogg did not share these views. When the king asked her how her brother saw mankind, she did not hide the truth. He believed that such frail creatures were incapable of protecting this star, that the task must be entrusted to the 7 great worms alone. And that is why Thordan slew her? Rattosk had no intention of sowing discord, but the king could not counter contentment that his kind would be treated with such contempt, that we dragons would seek to claim this star as our own. He turned on Rattosk, taking not only her eyes, but her life. When Nidhogg discovered that King Thordan had murdered his beloved, his fury was beyond reckoning. For all his strength, he could not master his own rage. It utterly consumed him. Dragons, men, we are all the slaves to our emotions, subservient to our hearts. Yet there are those who would seek another path, as I once did. I turned my back on my father and his request for vengeance. Valiant dragoon, by your strength was the dragon song war ended, and by your compassion was a new alliance forged. Yo and I are living proof that we can live side by side. We shall speak with the message of peace to man and dragon alike, and when we are gone, our descendants will do the same. Tell them of Nidhogg, his strength, his weakness, his love, his hate. Tell them the truth. Orin Kai, you wish to commemorate Nidhogg's passing, yes? As my father once enjoyed the fragrance of mist lilies, perhaps they would make a suitable offering. What a splendid idea. Thank you, Fawnham. I have often seen such flowers blooming in Ontan. Follow me. I distinctly recall seeing mist lilies in this very spot. What could have happened to them? So there were Miss Lilies here after all. Then it would appear my memory served me correctly. A pity that the same cannot be said of my eyes. It is of no matter. There is one thing that concerns me, however. In your funerary rites, the offering of flowers and such occurs to a grave or place of significance, I believe. But where should we choose? For Nidhogg. Girobania. Yes, that could be considered his final resting place, if that was where you fought the primal gorn of his eyes. Although I must say, yo, you seem rather adept at putting down dragons, and primals that resemble dragons. Makes me glad we're not enemies. To matters at hand then, I shall go on ahead and meet you in Girobania. What a relief to have found you at last. I had become rather lost, you see. Perhaps we had best hurry on to the Royal Monterey before I lose my way again. Nidhogg, we are come to honor your memory. Though now that we are here, I am at a loss for words. Yo, is there anything you wish to say? You will be remembered. From a distant star, a father bore 7 eggs. White worms rose forth powerful and wise. On blackened wings, one soared on high with a roar that set the world tremble. Guarding their home in the father's stead, he was fearsome and yet just. Man wicked and vain betrayed the worm and killed, and his kin slaying his beloved and plucking out his eyes. Thenceforth he lived only for vengeance, his wrath impressible. 1,000 years hence, 2 champions of mankind were granted great strength by the stolen eyes. Destined were they to face the worm, who had risen once more to wage war on his sworn enemy. At the end of their struggle, the wayward son fell silent. These guardians and their comrades continue to watch over the star, their heroic deeds recounted by minstrels and storytellers far and wide. Even the ancient foe from which the father of dragons once fled could not withstand their might. Yo, I am not blind to the sins Nidhogg committed. I mourn the loss of he once was, what he may have become had he been dealt a kinder fate. Although this was but a small gesture, I am sure that our thoughts have reached him. I have much to ponder on the return journey, and I expect that Albert will wish to hear what we have learned from Frondhelm. Perhaps you could visit him in Corthius. Yeah, I didn't even know this place was a thing. It's a good hiding spot. Well, that was weird. Alright. Were you able to pay your respects? I see. This is the first time I have heard such a detailed account of King Thornton's acts. A betrayal in the moment, but a betrayal nonetheless. A pity is far beyond the reach of justice. Though it may be hard to come in terms with the crimes of our forebears, we must accept the past for what it is. Of course, I shall be sharing this information with the rest of the temple knights. No doubt they will be keen to speak with other members of Nidhogg's brood to verify this version of events. In the meantime, there is still much to be done in building relations between man and dragon. We will aim to follow the example set by you and Orkai, and work together for the good of all. May the Fury guide you both. Let me see if I can. To level 80 quests. Oh, I have to be a dragoon. Okay. I heard about what happened at Game of Dark. It would seem that Estinian chose to wait in the wings rather than to take center stage. Though he played a decisive role in the drama that unfolded. For I, all the better for seeing you hail hail and whole, my friend, though I and the rest of Isbard contingent had every confidence you would return safely. 'Twas far from a foregone conclusion, a sentiment shared would seem by Estinian. After returning from your journey beyond the stars, he paid me a visit. He spoke as if these words might be his last. Indeed, he was more candid than I have ever known him. His tribulations with Nidhogg have left him a changed man in many ways, and not all for the worse. Since meeting you and yours, he has learned to put his past behind him, a past that I know only too well. And now, you and Estinian have saved the world that Mitstorm himself chose as the last hope for his kind. Man and dragon alike owe much and more to your great deeds. Okay. Fire brick. Oh, I don't think I've ever been here. It's but not Estinian. Urianje's not here. They finally cleaned it up. Okay. I was just curious. Oh, okay. I'm gonna call it here. It's because I'm gonna just start doing side questing for Shadowbringers stuff. Which I guess I technically did do now. I think that was technically a Shadowbringers quest, but yeah. Or no, that was a Heavensward side quest. Or Endwalker side quest, I should say. Anyway, I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.